All right, so this is just going to be a general overview of a mastication job here on the side of the roadway with what we can do with a excavator and a mulching head. Starting out here at the top of the roadway, very gentle slope here starting out, going into some very steep on the right hand side and very thick brush on the left hand side. This will be just a general overview. I'm not going to pan a whole lot, and you'll just get a real good overview. If you look to the adjacent sides of the mastication areas, you'll see the thickness of the brush or trees, and you'll just kind of have to use your imagination of what trees were taken out. So contract on this one called for anything up to 4 inches for trees and all brush. So some of the manzanita was quite large. If you pause the video, you'll see some of the stumps of the manzanita were some of the root balls were 6, 8, 10, 12 inches. So it took much longer than I had originally anticipated. A job like this, typically, if you're planning for budgeting, you can look at it about 1/3 of a mile a day is a good figure to use. Some of this buckbrush here takes a long time to get through. So on average, about 1/3 of a mile is a good figure to use. That's a conservative figure. And obviously you have some open areas like we just drove through there, but that's a fair figure to use. And you're left with what you see there. What the benefits to this are: number one, fire, because a lot of the fires start alongside the roadways. Also in neighborhoods like this, views. Safety wise, you open up all your views, so you have, as you see here, cars, traffic. You don't have any traffic issues. You can see your neighbors coming, so you don't get those surprises around the corners. Also, if you pay for snow plowing like this neighborhood does, as the snow comes in, any trees that are along the edges of the road, as you know, in these rural areas, as the snow comes on the trees encroach onto the roadways, and then it makes travel much more difficult. So this opens up the roadways in the winters, so you get the fire danger decreases, the plowing safety increases, the travel safety increases. This corner here was a berry bush infestation, so those also encroach on your roadway. And again, just the overall cleanliness and appearance of the roadway. Again, multiple neighbors stopped me on this job and just said, wow, it's amazing how much better it looks. They can see around the corners, they can see people coming, and also the the wildlife. Once you do this, there's a short-term increase in wildlife activity that is just amazing. It gets the bugs going, the birds come in here and they love it, the deer come in here and they love it, and then long-term you're going to see different activity. Also, the flowers are going to come in, the grasses are going to come in, because most of this is buckbrush, and all you're going to see is wood rat's nest and an area for ticks and things of that nature. So now you've got just a healthier forest. So overall, just a huge improvement in your property. This is California, so the fire danger, it's just going to get worse in terms of insurance. So this is also going to help your insurance rates. If the insurance people actually get off their and get from behind their desks and actually see what we're doing out here as property owners, this will also help with that. So thanks for stopping by and watching, and hope you like this. If you do, hit that subscribe button.